It was a cold night in Fargo, North Dakota in 1970 when Dick and Dolores Zolnosky first met. It took 5 dinner invitations before Dee finally accepted.
We were both in a time in our lives when we needed that continuity, the cohesiveness, and God put us together.
Their beginnings, both humble. Dick was born on the 4th of July in Webster City, Iowa. The son of a jeweler, he became a traveling salesman.
I grew up a Hawkeye, and Dee made a big Red fan out of me.
Dolores was raised on a farm near Plainview, Nebraska. As a school teacher, she made her travel adventures in pre-state Alaska and Ecuador. She even became an avid curler.
Well, actually, the weekend that we met, I couldn't spend much time with him because I was curling. He had no idea what that was all about. I said, well, I can't stay out very late because I'm curling the next day. I told him to show up the next day and he could watch a curling match. And we won.
Dee and I have probably a little bit of a unique situation in that we have worked side by side a number of the years that we've been together. And we enjoy each other's company. We enjoy being with each other.
The two eventually settled in Norfolk and immediately got involved in Christ the Servant Lutheran Church.
I could tell in the church, their love of the church was real strong. The first thing you notice about them is they say your first name right away. And I think a lot of that's from their business background, but I was really impressed. They said my name, Steve, probably 5 times in the first conversation.
They were always wanting to help other people and the children in our congregation. There wasn't a child that they didn't touch their lives.
We know Christ is in the center of their life just by the way they worked within the community of our church.
It was here they learned of the work of Lutheran Family Services. Inspired by the mission, Dick and Dolores donated time, talent, and treasure. Dick served on the board of directors and the foundation board. They also donated a vintage, fully restored 1967 Volkswagen Beetle, with proceeds benefiting vulnerable children served by LFS.
I love what Lutheran Family Services does. They cover such a wide spectrum of programs. With adoption, the at ease, foster care, their counseling services, they just touch so much more.
So when the opportunity came to help LFS with property needs at 24th and Dodge, they didn't hesitate, auctioning their 160-acre farm just north of Pierce, Nebraska. The proceeds to help Lutheran Family Services.
We saw it as an opportunity for us to participate in that extension. It covered more than we would ever be able to touch. We could never in our lifetimes touch as many people as they touch. It was just a golden opportunity for us.
Well, I think it's exceptional because I think most of us spend our lives worrying if we have enough, and I don't think that's their thought process. They think they have more than enough. Some people would need 10 farms to feel like that's enough, and then they'd want 11. It's never ending. That's not how they think. They feel they were blessed and they want to give back.
The day that the farm was auctioned, I was surprised because I was just so elated. I was just on a real high. It just was so much satisfaction to see that thing going the way it went. And knowing that those dollars were going to be put to a good purpose.
Owning this land for just a little while and using it as a gift for Lutheran Family Services' future, the Zolnowskys' donation will help LFS build a new home office serving the entire state of Nebraska.
I think the vision of Lutheran Family Services is tremendous. They need to be in a campus that is fitting of the work that they do.
To be able to do that, it would just be unbelievable to give land, to give away land. Such something is so valuable. Most people just pass it on down from generation to generation.
What we have and what we have been able to do has come through the benevolent grace of God. It makes sense that we re-gift God's gifts in a way that will help the less fortunate. Wealth is not a possession. Wealth is a tool to be used. When it is used within God's realm, it can be a life-changing experience for many instead of just a few.
For setting a lifetime standard of humble, faith-filled generosity of time, talent, and treasure to those in need, Lutheran Family Services honors Dick and Dolores Zolnosky with the 2015 Douglas E. Parrott Faith in Action Award.